Hey, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. So we're on part 2. You might have noticed that my thing disconnected. This is my wife streaming some stuff over in the living room, so yeah. In case you just joined, basically for the past 20 minutes we've just done the mysterious machine part, slept for a night, and just got the basic resources sort of collected. We've got spiders over there which are like death at this point, so we're going to leave those alone for a little bit. And we're going to pop all the way up here to the can. This area is probably one of the best places to go, because it gives you access to really good materials. Chase asks, with the ant armor, so the red ant armor, does it make you immune to like ants and do they stop targeting you? The answer is yes. In here we have some friends in there. And we're going to leave these there. They're like really nasty, those things. The good thing that I like about this section as well on the map is it's abundant in very low level materials. So you've got these giant globs for sap. So if you don't have a zap catcher, you can get sap really quick, which we will need a lot of. So we're going to grab all of this stuff here. Get all this fibre whilst we can. And we are going to make our base. I'm not going to go for red ant armor though, Chase. I'm actually going to go for grub armor, which I think is personally better for how I play. Ant armor is good though. So we're going to build inside this. This is a great place to build. You get drink, which is good. A bit of food as well. The issue you have when you build here though is that you actually can't place like stuff inside it. So you have to do a bit of like trickery to let you do it. But you can totally build inside there. So that will be the aim for today, to get a basic setup in there. I'm also just going to put my lean-to here and set my respawn. So then if I die, I can go back here and nowhere else. And I'll make a basic one of these for when we get back to store all our materials. Because we do have a fair amount of stuff to look at. We're going to get some food cooking because we are a bit low on our hunger. So these things here, these are the grubs. Need an acorn shovel to dig them up, or a black ant one. So we're just popping in here. If you're unsure on the map, it's here. I've done this twice now, so I'm going to skip past a fair chunk of this. But if you want to kind of listen to it and stuff, you can come here yourself.
They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the de-shrinking, expanding process. Burgle, please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
Okay, so that clip's played. I don't want to give loads about the story, but as I will doing a kind of follow-up video, like it's really worth listening to and following. It's actually quite good. So this is Burgle. Burgle's here, and he's kind of like the main quest giver, and you follow his quest chain for the main story.
I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect
So I'm just going to go and just skip through all of this and just summarize it in a moment. So there's a lot of chat. There you go. So basically, Burgle was created by a scientist called Dr. Wendell Tully, and he's gone missing, and we're trying to find out where he went. It's kind of the general rule. Burgle, however, has lost all of his memory, and we need to find chips that he's holding throughout the map to kind of give him his memory back, to find out where Dr. Tully went, and if he's alive, is he dead, so all of that stuff.
Holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
So we'll find the hedge lab now, and this is like the shop system where you can buy upgrades. I would recommend when you do this, get all of these things, because these quests will just give you more science, which lets you buy more stuff in the science shop. So smithing upgrades weapons. This is not useful whatsoever until we get much better stuff, so I would not waste this. Cooking's somewhat okay, but it takes a fair bit of stuff, so I don't think it's really worth it personally, especially early on. We do need this foundation though. We need foundations, and I would recommend getting Meat Shield as the first upgrade if you play this game. This gives you more health and it's a massive just quality of life feature early on. This will really help you stay alive and just do so much better. We can't go in here yet, sadly. That's for later on. So we've been given a quest that we have to pop all the way over here to get the super chip that will then tell us where else we need to go from then. So before we do that, we're going to now actually start making our base and trying to actually do stuff. So I wouldn't say spend loads of time on your first base. It's somewhere where you want to kind of set up shop and then get better armor, get better tools, and then when you're ready to actually make a proper base. Oh, silly ant. The ant's trying to steal my food. Yeah, the ants will steal your food if they're left out, which they did. He ate one of my food. Okay, that's all cooking again. So I want to make a work station, because this will let us make better stuff, and we actually make armor. So we need to get some planks to craft that, and all of this stuff will be going inside the can, which is probably one of the best bases, starter bases in my opinion. It's really safe, it's got really good access to resources, and it's just a really great place to set up. Yeah, so we got some of our planks. And we want to make a shovel. Yeah, we've got our shovel, which is awesome. And we're going to go dig up some grubs now, because we want to get the grub armor, which is one of the best tier 1 armors in the game. That's this stuff here. We're going to look for some more grubs. There they are. But you do need a fair amount of it, so we're probably going to have to kill like 4 or 5 to get what I want. But it's well worth doing so. There's one over there. There you go. Got that. Some more grub stuff. So we have 5 hide, some of this, which is good. We're just having a look for some more of it. Do we have any more grubs that we can kill? So you're probably thinking, why are we going for grub armor over the clover armor? The grub armor increases gives you like a stamina buff, which is more useful early on. I'm constantly running out of stamina, and that's like the big limiting factor when you're new to this game. Yeah, so when you go down to our work station, try and get that armor and get a shield, because that's a massive quality of life upgrade. We need some raw weevil meat, so we're going to kill some more of those in a sec. Armor wise, I really like the grub stuff, so we haven't unlocked it yet because we need to research it. If you find you die a lot though, using acorn armor is a very good option. The only thing though it does is it makes anything that's nearby you want to attack you. So I do factor that in. It's like having a giant beacon on your head, go like, come kill me. And anything that will breathe will hunt you down. So yeah, I personally avoid it because I don't like things like actively attacking me from a distance. Jay says he loves the grub goggles. The other good thing about where I'm building this, we're not far from this oak lab, which is you spend a lot of time here. So we've got access to the researcher still. There's all of that stuff there. The canteen is a game changer, which we'll get one in a moment. And we've got the bow. We're going to also research this for smoothies and stuff. Which you use a lot of that anyway. And the crude rope gives you loads of other upgrades. And it's something we will use a lot of that. So this needs to recharge again, and then we'll go for these 3. So now that we've unlocked the grub stuff, we're going to quickly do that. And what's also good about this spot is we're really close to thistles, which means we can make a bow and arrows really quickly. Chase says, how many episodes do I think there will be of this? I'm going to do this as a stream, I will. And I then plan to kind of merge them into a kind of 100 days in grounded type video. The idea being that I'll summarise each day. So it'll be like day 1 we spawned at the case, we found the mysterious machine, we powered it on, we then set up base temporarily for the night and got ready for the next day. Day 2 we found Burgle, we found the can where we're starting to build a base, we've got some new armour and tools. So it'll be kind of like that. So I'm hoping to stream it mainly and then to kind of just compile and edit it. So grub goggles, we'll grab one of these. We'll also get one of those. We need some more hide. Need some more hide again. But it is very, very good armour.
Feeling a little safer now.
So you get max stamina, which is always nice. So I hope that helps answer your question, Chase. So these rose bushes have thorns on them. So some of it is just around the thistle next to it. Sorry. So grab all of these. We need these for arrows. So I'm grabbing as many as I can. So up we go. So my inventory is full. I'm going to pop down. without trying to kill ourselves. It is getting to 2:40 in the afternoon in game. So we're still doing okay. So in the first day and a bit, we've managed to get ourselves a basic setup, ready to get a bow, gonna get some more armor. So I think we're doing pretty good. We need to make some more rope, however. So I'm gonna make some more of that. Just because I want to get this. Let me do a clover leaf. So as you can see, this spot here where I am is really, really good to starting out because you've got so many resources nearby. So here we can store all our stuff, which will store all of this. We don't need these yet. And there are upgrades where you can increase how much things stack by. So yeah, I think we are getting somewhere decent now. We've got some basic survival stuff. We need to kill some gnats later, which are easy. And kill some more weevils on the way. So we're going to hunt now for more grub. The more grubs, and then hopefully find a few weevils on the way. So yeah, we're going to be hunting for the grubs, and hopefully they will turn up. I also like this area because you've got access to the mushrooms, which are good for like mid-game building. I reckon that thing's got some charge in it. We can try and get some more blueprints. So you find like day 2 is all about kind of just getting gear, getting sort of yourself equipped for the next like progression part of the game, and unlocking more recipes. You can also go to multiple of these to research more things at once, but it's not really needed. And doing all of this gives us more science, which means we can go and buy more upgrades from Burgle later on. So like research, and research. It really, really helps. Yes, we're still looking for those grubs. You can see that just that little bit of stamina already is really, really helping us. There's only one piece. There's another one. Yeah, just we don't want to go up there though. There's 2 here. I'm also just going to steal this web.
That is a big spider. I don't think I'm high enough level to take on such a foe.
So you might notice there's a spider there and a baby spider, and we're going to leave those well alone until we get a shield. Once we get a shield, we'll go kill them. But they are pretty formidable when you're new to the game. And a lot of this is kind of gearing yourself up for success, because if you don't, you will find it really hard. Like at the moment they're asleep, so I can just leave them there. I'm going to see if I'll be sneaky and just get that science that's tucked behind here. And that web as well. You've got more of the string now. We're going to leave that well alone so we don't get attacked. So you can see it's getting later, so we need to use our lean-to soon. And in my proper world, I have this as my base, so I go up here. And I've got like a bounce thing where I can bounce up, and my base is all around this tree. It's really cool. But yeah, the only thing I would say with this can area is when you sleep here, you like avoid these. If you don't sleep, there are spiders everywhere, and it's going to be very, very stressful. So just make sure that you sleep every night when you can, because the spiders are not nice. Still keep an eye out for those grubs. So we've got the grub bit there already. So you want to go and get the grub first, so we just need that, which is easy. We need more of that. So we're going to make this first because it's more defense. So we just need some dry grass, which is just over here. So as I said, this area here is really good to start out because you've got loads of resources and it's pretty safe. So we've got our grass that we need, and we also have this juice down here that we can use, which also just gives us access to more drinks. So we've got the can, we've got the juice near us, we're by the water if you want to go down there. You've got Burgle nearby, you've got loads of resources, like it's got everything you need. Such a good little spot. Okay, so I'm going to make one of those. We've got the vest now. Just getting even more stamina. So you'll see in the bottom left bar, the stamina bar's a little bit higher now because of the armor we're using. And it'll go up even more once we get one more piece. Which I think we are still missing grub hide, sadly. Yes, we need 3 more grub hide, but then we have the armor that we want. And we are also missing some weevil meat for the shield. And for the bow, we just need some gnats for us. So we're going to sleep in a moment because it's getting dark. So yeah, as I said, if you get any questions, by the way, feel free to put it in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer. But a new day, no juice just there. I find when you're around here, you get loads of like dewdrops, so water around here. Just be careful though, because there is a nasty bug down here, which we want to kind of avoid. There's a good old weevil. Oh, that was a terrible throw, wasn't it? That was awful, that throw. Okay, where did he go? Oh, I did it again. Okay, so we've got our thing now. So we're going to go and... I just got a call from my brother. One moment. Sorry about that, just messaging. So we're still looking for those grubs, which are going to be really, really helpful for us. Loads of ants nearby.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
We'll take that, thank you. So as I'm exploring, just being mindful not to get too close to where the spiders are.
Don't even need to boil it.
Because they can be quite terrifying. As you can see. Cheers, Tate. Tate joined the chat. And he's got a little dancing little plum. It's inside with a hot toddy. Do you mean like a hot water bottle? Is that a difference in... That's my weevil. I need to kill the weevil. I need the meat. There he is. Sorry, Mr. Weevil, but I need your meat. I need to make a shield. Take as going F winter. I'll show that. That's fine. There you go. Yeah, the snow can be a bit frustrating. So one of the other things I need to get is clay. There we go. So we've pretty much got everything we need to make the shield now. And we can almost make a bow. And we've got stuff to make arrows. So we're like doing pretty well. I would suggest, by the way, and there's a little tip for anyone new, especially if you're on PC, if you go into the hotbars, you can like double click and you can say what type of food goes here or item. So I go, this is a consumable slot, and anytime I have food that's cooked, it will put it in here. For my bandages, I go, this is an aid slot, so it will put my bandages here. And I go, this is my, and if it's not on here, you can just go, this is my, and just like, let that go, that's where that's going to go. So I can pin that directly, that's where that's going to go. So that way, when I drop these, so like if I throw my axe and go, oh no, I've lost it, it'll go in my inventory. And it goes straight into that slot, so it's really, really helpful. Tate's going, I'm pretty much where he is. When I played the game, I was exactly the same. Like, not knowing what to do, running around a bit lost. So we are going to have a little wander over to here, because I need to get some clay now to make my base. Another weevil though, I need to kill it. Oh, that was awful. I think though with the whole research part of it, Tate, and for anybody watching, is the game's a lot more complicated than people realise. And so I would like really suggest just diving into it, and then if you're unsure, jump into like a stream or something. And that way you can kind of like ask someone questions directly or join a Discord. So we're on the hunt for clay, and having played before, I know where a lot of these resources are. So that really, really helped. Whereas when I first played, I was like, where on earth do you get sap from? You might see a lot of people say build around by the baseball, which is a really good option. I personally don't, because I prefer my spot. I think there's more resources and it's more central. Silly mites. This doesn't sound daft here. There's another one trying to get me. I'm just trying to get the aphid. Now, when you use your shovel, this is like the attack speed. And it takes absolutely ages, as you can see. But if you attack then block, you can do it a bit faster, which means you can mine this a little bit quicker, which does really help. And it just speeds up, and we do need a couple bits of clay. So you find clay is normally found where there's water, which obviously you'd kind of expect. There's a blood puddle near here too, which we're going to go. Oh my god, look how many there are. There are loads of them. Where did that go? How did it get up there? That is ridiculous. There you go, that one's gone now. So we're going to drop some stuff I don't need. The acorn bits can go. They're like useless for us at the moment. But we do need that meat. We can also get, we can probably eat that. There we go. So we're going to pop back to our base, drop some of the items off. Also research a few things whilst we're here, just to use this research station up. So web is a really good one to research. We get a rope, which is good for like, zip lines later on. And then we're going to get some clay, which will get us like the thing we need to build our base. So we need the foundations to make what I want to make. So it will really, really help. So yeah, we've unlocked all the level 3 stuff, which we have already. And there we go. So we're going to go to our base area with the clay in hand. See if we can find any more. There might be some more on the way up here. Yeah, here. This is what I was looking for. So again, as I said, you want to dig, then block. Now, the one thing I will say with this is your oxygen is not like other games where if you get low on oxygen, you kind of slowly take damage. If your oxygen hits 0, you die, like instantly. There is no like, oh, I'm sorry. It is instant death. That's a gnat. We need to kill that.
New one for the bestiary.
So we're gonna drop loads of meat, which I don't need. We'll get rid of those. That. Yes, you can. So Chase says, can you use normal arrows in a crow crossbow? The answer is yes. Where did that thing go? I wasn't really watching. I was reading the chat. Well, that's where my spear went. But where did the gnat go? That's what we're looking for. See if we can get above. I killed the gnat and I don't know where it went. What's the odds of that? Oh, it's sunk. There we go, we found it. There we got some. We've got some gnat faster now. So yeah, you can use normal arrows in any bow or any ranged weapon, like beyond staffs. I would recommend doing that because they're really cheap, and the damage difference on better arrows isn't massive, in all honesty. So we're going to pop back to our base because we have to craft some more bits. You might notice my stamina is lasting a lot longer now because we've got those 2 pieces of grub armor, which is such an improvement. I hear digging. We need. Oh. Hello, grubs. This is like perfect.
Better than starving, I think.
So we are playing Jaguar inventory. What a big issue we have at the moment. Do we want the sludge? I think we probably need some sludge as well, don't we? We've got loads of that. We don't need sludge. We have a lot of sludge. There's another one over here. Chase goes, is the Antlion Greatsword a 2-handed weapon? Yes. Yes, it is. I personally don't really like 2-handed weapons. I prefer sword and shield, or like one-handed and shield. But I do like my staves and my magic build. So I would use that and use like a sword and shield with it, or a dagger and shield. It's kind of like pairs really well with what we can do with that. Sorry, I just read Tate's message. Tate says that he's all warm now, which is nice, and like, that's good. And he's a log into his grounded world and see how sad his tune is compared to mine, based on that he's played it for a couple hours. And I think this world is approximately about an hour old, roughly. You just need a tier 3 weapon that is one-handed. You can use a spear. A rusty spear is one of the best weapons, or a tick sword is very good as well. So we're going to craft our last, well, the shield. Let's get the shield, because that's a game changer. Need the rope to... Okay, where's that shield go? This is like such an improvement, the shield. So I'll show you what this, like the difference is. I did not realise how good it is until I got it. The rusty spear, you need to get rust, so you need a tier 3 hammer. And the tick thing is tick fangs, which tick fangs are from over here. So they're around here roughly. There's loads of rust if you are looking for rust on this log here, and it's easy to get. Loads of rust there in the nails you hit. To get the tier 3 hammer, you have to kill a black ox beetle. There's quite an easier one to kill around here that's kind of by himself. And there's also one over here, and there's a field station nearby, and he's kind of by himself and it's quite flat, so it's easy to fight him. I'd say this is probably the easiest one to kill, but you have to get into the upper yard, walk all the way around, but that's a really easy one to kill. There's a few down here in the sort of chasm area where you can shoot them with range, but they will shoot boulders and stuff at you, so yeah. Your mileage will vary basically. Sweet, so we've got our full grub armor now.
That should keep me safe.
And we also get a bonus effect as well for wearing a full piece of 1 armor set. So optimize offense, reduce the time it takes for stamina to start regenerating. So this is really cool. We also have a bit more stam, as you can see. So I'm going to stop sprinting when it runs to the base bar. So that is the like bonus stam that we have, that we could sprint that far, but that much further. So it's quite useful to get. The ticks around here, and the rust is on the log, the plank over here. There's spiders nearby. So there's a juice drop. We'll grab that. There you go, that solves the first. What you can do, I don't think I have it unlocked. I do actually. If you put a water container underneath this, you can collect the juice when it falls. So we're going to do that because it's quite useful to have actually. So then what will happen is as the juice falls from this, it will fill this up automatically, even if we're not there. So this is really useful. Just doing that. I just want to rotate it. That sounds a bit like awkward, but I want to be able to see it from my base. So that way you've got like free juice now. So if you don't have easy drinks, that's just an easy way to kind of do it. Another grub over here. As for the shield, I want to show what the shield does, because I don't think, if you're new to the game, I don't think the game really tells you how good the shield is. So I have basic stuff. I do have a lot of cooked food. But we don't really have much good stuff. So our weapons are pretty meh, to say the least. We're going to fight a ladybird. Okay? These are pretty like brutal. So if you have a shield, you can hold block to perfect block like normal. Or you can just hold block and it will just like do no damage. So really, really good because it. I know if the block gets filled like this, you'll get stunned on the next hit. So I will let it do it. So it stunned me, but I took no damage, and then it resets. So this is like such an improvement. That's just healed. I find when you fight these, it's best to start further back, and it gives you time to then perfect block, which increases the stun. So we've stunned this now. And if you use the wrong weapon, it doesn't do much damage. So that's why the shield's so good, because you can hard block things, which you couldn't normally do. Obviously, I'm quite good at perfect blocking, and so it does really help. But if you don't do it properly, you can take big, big damage.
Not bad.
So yeah, I'd recommend getting a shield as soon as you can in this game. So we're going to let our stamina go up quickly. So a shield, such a game changer. So obviously this is like a really bad weapon we're using. But you can see, like, just having the shield, I would not be able to do this. So even if you're not, like, you can't perfect block, like I was deliberately just holding it, you can take down things that are much, much tougher. And this will help you then get into the next tier much quicker. You might also notice that I carry a lot of food on me. So we've got like 5 cooked pieces here and loads of this. And that shield took hardly any damage, and you can repair it with just weevil meat. So it's really easy to repair. It's honestly such a game changer. We can also make a bow, because they're good to have too. So we need some more rope. So we're going to go get some
Taking a look. Mark that one off the list.
more weevil meat. So we're looking for fibre. It's like the stuff on the floor. Tate says his biggest issue he has is dehydration. The kind of best solution is to drink, in all honesty. I know it sounds a bit sarcastic, but if there's no water around, just drink dirty water and just have some food with you to eat. It's not elegant. The other thing is to just look at the top of the grass. So it's quite late, it's 3:55, so almost 4 here, but you can still find the occasional water droplet. So that will really help. If you get a shovel and dig up the grubs like I was, you can make an item called the canteen, which that is such a useful item. It lets you collect water droplets, so you can put 2 in there, which is really, really good. So you can carry water with you that doesn't spoil. So I'm going to make one now actually, because I just remembered that I need that. So here it is. It's 3 grub hide and 2 rope. Really, really useful item to get. So this will fix all of your issues. If you don't have this, you could use smoothies, but you need a smoothie station. And this will give you thirst. Some of them will give you drinks and stuff, but the canteen is the way to go. So we're going to look for some more grubs to kill, which we did find over here roughly, like loads there. And we're going to drop all of our stuff in here we don't need. Bish, bish. So I hope that kind of helps answer that question, Tate. And equally, if anyone else has any questions on staying alive or tools to use and stuff, like, do put in chat and I'll do my best to answer. Chase is going, how do I get up to the ticks? You have to go over here. There's a little black path in the wall that lets you climb up. You then move to the barbecue. You walk up the barbecue to the right, and then you're up here. If you do this, I would say build a zip line. So take all the materials with you beyond the weed stems, and make a zip line up here so you can get down easily. And when you get the up zip line, you can go the other way. So it just makes it easy to get up and down. Or you can build a big tower. That also works.
I've never seen what the front of the box looks like before. Lemon Crime. Oh, catchy name.
So we're just looking for grubs. That's what I'm actually looking for.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
You need to kill the assistant manager, which is a mini-boss. And then you get the item itself from... there's a room by Burgle. So you have to go in the room that's by Burgle.
Ant spotted.
So there were grubs all around here earlier. So we've got to find some more. You can also use the juice and stuff if you're really low, Tate. So there's quite a few juice cartons near this area. So there's one there, there's a can here, there's a juice carton here, there's a juice carton over here somewhere. So you can also like run to them and get juice drops from the floor. I find this sad that there's a snail shell but there's no snails yet. So we are still playing find that grub. We'll get the clay as well, because we do need lots of this. There you go, more clay. Yeah, we don't need to kill weevils anymore. As you can see, it's getting dark, so we're going to pop back to the base because it's kind of like suicide. Staying out at night. Like, we could probably stay alive now with the gear we have, but it's not worth the risk, in all honesty. Like, things do a lot of damage to us still, and we are still very, very squishy. Tate says he gets swarmed by ants a lot. If you get red ant armor, they don't attack you, the soldiers, which can really help you if you're getting attacked by ants. Normally they're non-hostile, like the worker ones, so you can just like leave them alone and they'll leave you alone. We'll grab that, thank you. So the ladybird up there. So we're still after that grub. So we did kill a fair chunk of them. So I think that's day... Let's save the game. We haven't actually saved the game yet. Oh, I'm in the air. You can't save when you're in the air. So day 2. So we've been 2 days in this game. We've got gear, we've got... We can almost make a bow. We're going to make a base in a sec. So I think we're doing pretty well, like starting out. So a lot of our stuff has spoiled, sadly, which does happen. So I think we want to get some of this, because making crude rope is really painful. So we're going to build in here. Now, the one thing you probably will notice already is that we don't have the floors just yet. So some of the things you want to build, unlock the blueprints for. So we're going to find Burgle in a moment. And we're going to also check our little juice thing and see if we've got any juice in there. It takes a while to fill. Yeah, so we can slurp from it apparently, so there is some juice in there. But it's actually empty, so that's annoying. If you are in a real pinch for food, you can also eat acorn bits. So just chop these, and you might get the like yellow bits that you can eat from eat out of these, which are they're snacks. That does the job. It's not perfect, but it does help. So we're just popping in here to do a bit more of the research and almost to buy some building stuff. So we can research the ladybird that we killed. This is really good armor, by the way. It's quite hard to make though, but it is really, really good. And the gnat fuss is just extra stuff you want to get. And then we're going to research the mushrooms. And we're going to pop into Burgle. So multi-story bases, grass floor. So that's something that we really, really want. Because without this we can't really make stuff. And we need the grass floor for what I want to make. 45 base gives you the sturdy stuff, but it's not really worth it for your first base. Like, things are going to break quick anyway, so just, yeah. So I would say I'm going to get the multi-story base, and then I'll get meat shield, because that's really good. So multi-story base, we've got to save 2,000 more science to get this. This is really, really helpful. You can also, as well, as a really good part building here, is you can go to the water cooler. So this is a new addition, but like in this place here, you also have unlimited water here. Like, it's such a good little spot nearby here. Chase goes, where's the black ants lab? It's over here. So there's two entrances. There's an entrance here, roughly, about there, or there's an entrance around in this rubbish area. This is the easier one to go to. You will need a gas mask though to get through the haze, and a gas mask to also get through the rubbish, because it does have like just AoE damage if you don't have a gas mask on. But once inside, you can switch to anything you want. If you haven't done the Black Ants lab yet, I would really recommend stocking up supplies, taking like 10 pieces of food at least, because yeah, it can be quite tough. Taking loads of bandages. I hear digging. There it is. Any more grubs?
Hey, Fid.
The grubs, I hate finding the grubs because they're really annoying to get. But there's some. Over in the distance. Tate says the red worker ants just swarmed his base and ate all the roasts off the spit. And he used a very interesting word. To stop them stealing your food, you really have to go and put it inside a base. They will go in your chests as well. So put it high, put it off the ground, and like seal it up with walls. So like make it in a room basically. So we've also got the stuff to get the canteen now. Canteen. Let's get some rope. Do we have the fibre? I don't think we have fibre nearby, do we? Oh, we do. We have enough in the chest. Canteen. Okay, we've got one of these. This is really, really helpful. I'm going to say that lives there. So with the canteen, we can go to water droplets and scoop them up.
I wonder if I could keep that aphid as a pet.
So we're going to quickly find some water just to fill up as a kind of an emergency. And I would recommend before you go to the hedge lab to try and get one of these. In the past, there wasn't a water cooler there, so you couldn't you could run out of water quite easily down that way, and this will help prevent that. There is a water cooler there now that you can use. So that should kind of fix that. But even so, I like to just have this with me anyway. I'm going to quickly check, and I haven't tried it myself, whether you can fill this up from the water cooler. I can't see why not. And if so, that's going to be a really good use of this area. And then what we'll do is we'll spend the rest of this like in-game day making a base. So on day 3 would have... Day 1 was basically get the quest started. Day 2 was get the tools, get the gear. Day 3 is make a base. So I feel we're getting somewhere. So we're seeing if we can fill up the canteen from the water cooler. I've not tried it, but I can't see why not. Yeah, we can. So that's 1, 2. So this is now holding 2 drops. It can't hold any more, sadly. But it means we've got 2 lots of drink with us now when we need it. And this really eliminates thirst. And as you play the game, you can upgrade them and get better versions. So one given 4 and one given 6. And the 6 one lets you drink dirty water as well, and it just purifies it instantly. So yeah, we are cooking now. We've got a makeshift area out there. We've got gear. And we're going to start to build our base. So what we want to do for our base is we want to use an interesting mechanic that basically you can't build inside this can. It says not valid at all. Really frustrating. But this can is very safe, as you can see, look, because you have to jump in. And so, yeah, things can't get you if you're in here. So to get around that, what you can do is get a clay foundation, which we have. And you have to clip it in the floor around here. So I'd say put one there, jump in, put another one next to it, and then you should be able to build off that. So I had to last time make a ramp. And then what you can then do is put the floor on it like this. So that way you can get your base in. You get the idea? So you build the foundation, you just build it up, and then you walk on this level here. So I was going to get rid of all of that and just move it a bit closer. But this is a really good spot to build because it's so hard to be attacked. And the ants can't steal your food. If you're a mouse, by the way, you can scroll the mouse wheel and it will rotate one at a time. I think it's about there if I recall. And you can get away with just one of those. There we go. Sweet. So there we make our base. So you have to go and then on the outside and build this here. Build that there. Build that there. And you basically just build from that. And this lets you build inside the can. I like to put 2 just for security. So if things collapse. You will find sometimes that you can't clip through with a full floor, but you can do it with 2 halves. So yeah, it's a little bit odd. So it takes a little bit of like getting it right for how you want. But this is a really good spot. There you go. So this will then give me a little ledge to build from. So that I can use things like stairs. And then I can walk up into my can. So yeah, this is like honestly a really good base spot. And then when we build, we want to make a pallet. It's called a grass pallet, one of these. We need some rope and some pebbles. We need 1 pebble and loads of fibre. And we're going to go and just get loads of grass. And we're going to go to town on that. And get a kind of a makeshift base in there, so we're nice and safe. And what's cool is you can still get the juice still spawns in there, by the way. So the juice will still spawn in here. Now I orientated mine so it's a little bit off, so I'm going to redo that because that's going to bug me. You can recycle and get all your materials back, so like there's nothing to lose by messing around with it. I'm just going to quickly reposition that. What you can do, and it's a little bit awkward doing this way, but this does work too. Put that there. You need more clay though this way around. You can get the clip in here. But it does take a bit more like moving around. So I'm going to try and get that right though. Chase said he almost killed the Black Ox Beetle, but his block didn't work. That sounds pretty unfortunate, not going to lie. I think the thing with the Black Ox Beetle is it hits so hard. Yeah, so we have to try from the underneath. So it's very finicky if you want to line it up perfectly. I'm using my, just trying to find the where I can get it in there nicely. So I'm hoping that looks like that's much straighter. We can probably build in the whole can now with this location. Yeah, so look at that, we can get really deep in this. Yeah, so by just doing that repositioning, we've got like so much more floor space than we did before. Oh, we can also add stairs to make another level up, and you can have like multi-levels in here. So we're going to go and build that one. Build that one. That'd be pretty neat if you killed your first one. Oh, I didn't kill my first one. Just telling you that now. Thank you. We're just going to see what we need for red ant part armor, because it does give us more carry weight. Yeah, so we don't have that. We just make a pallet instead. Need one more thing. Tate's going, you can repair gear? Yeah, the tier 3 busting tool is a Black Ox hammer, so you have to kill Black Ox. If you build where I am, by the way, there is a stink bug around here, which is like death. You want to keep away from that, so just be careful. I think we can make the thing now. So yeah, making the pallets is very, very helpful. We can then transport this with us, chop down loads of grass, and make the base. So we'll have a base that's pretty much unraidable, which is like it's such a just relief when you're early on, knowing that you can put stuff there and not get attacked. You can also chop these down for fibre, which is worth doing when you're like starting out. Well, at least you've learned a few things tonight, Tate. Let me grab all of this. We want to drop this on here. So we want to fill that up as much as we can. And the beauty of building in the can, by the way, is it's because it's safe. You don't really need to worry massively about the material you build out of. So you can just go like grass, and you'll know it'll be pretty sturdy. So when that's full, you want to still chop the grass down, because you can carry a full inventory as well. So I can carry all of this. And also relocate this, so it just gets me an extra like 4 or 5 items. And when you get proper building gear, you get like an extra 20 plus items. So this is going to go just around here somewhere. There you go. We pop in and make our base. And then back we go. So I feel like we are getting somewhere with this. You know, we've got tools, we've got armor, we've got a base on the way. And like all of this is just right around where you live. So like it's really easy. So I'm not sure if other people have built in the can, but it's definitely worth like giving a go if you haven't tried it. And you can make really cool looking bases. You might notice I also block at the end of when I run out of stamina, just for us to have it. And of the combo, because you get it's slightly quicker. Have all that fibre, want all that, that's very useful stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think of how we're progressing so far? Good? Bad? So we've got that. Drop one of those there and we'll grab these as well with it. Five of those, carry this back. So we're just making a giant floor inside this can. Tate's going, I can't complain, you've eclipsed me. So we've got a little base now, so we're going to move all of our stuff inside. And we can actually put food on and not worry about the little ants trying to steal it. So we're going to go kill some stuff in a moment and get some food cooking. There you go, aphid. Yeah, we're going to kill that. So that's going to go at the back. My respawn point set. Cook our food. Job done. I'm going to put one there because that's going to bug me, that is. There you go. I need to find a way to get that there because that will annoy me. Through that can door. But I know that will be enough to cover it, but it's not going to look nice. So since anything we can chuck in, that will look decent there. Chase goes, what materials do you need to upgrade weapons? You can use the two upgrade systems. There's a like marble one, so you use quartzite, I think it is, and that will increase the weapon level, but that's a finite resource, so it doesn't respawn. Or you can use like bug parts. Can I get that underneath here? If I put that there, you'd see like I'm really trying to get in there because I don't want to be running through that constantly because that'd be like, having to fall down would be quite annoying. I could do something like that, I guess, and just yeah, that'll work. I think half stairs. To upgrade stuff with bug parts, you need to go and get the chips. Sorry about the cough. Got a chest infection apparently. Right, well, I think we have to do it with the floor, and then go from there really. We're still trying though, because it's still going to bug me. I know it sounds really daft. I think that's close enough. Can I put the stairs on the other next to it? Tate says, where do you find clay? And have you seen any at the muddy sides of the pond? Clay you find near puddles. There's a lot of it down here, like tons down here. Absolutely loads down here. There's a fair bit of clay near these puddles around here. The ones that have dog paw prints, they don't have clay. Okay, well I can live with that for now. So it is quite makeshift, my base. We're going to put that there, that there. Sorry if I didn't hear Chase. You need to go and get some of the chips. That'll be a nice and easy way into the base. So we need a bit more grass. We'll sleep now.
Mr. Ant.
Yeah, literally I'm just throwing tools at it to try and kill it. And I would suggest if you throw stuff a fair bit to hotkey it. So like it goes into the right slot, like I did down here, like so they're all favourite and pinned.
Taking a look.
I think we need a half step as well underneath it. Sometimes you have to do like odd things like this. So you can kind of get your steps in how you want. Maybe you have enough clay for that. So yeah, we're going to go and get all those things. We'll get some more grass, we'll finish the base and then we'll try and get the hedge lab done today as well. I want all this fibre, which is really useful. Yeah, so if you have tuned in, we are making our base.
Nice and clean.
So we have been in the world for not too long, in all honesty. I think this is day 3. Let's check. Day 4. So we're on day 4.
Mom's Brussels sprouts.
So we are like making progress. We've done the mysterious machine. We've also gone to the Oak Lab. Sorry, spoken to Burgle. Made some armor, so grub gear, shield as well. Researched quite a few items and have started making a base. So which is what we're just quickly finishing off. So then we have somewhere that we can kind of call home. Chasing, where do we get pupa? Pupa is found, it looks like cocoons, that's the best way of describing it. And you can find them around here. There's loads around here, just north of the barbecue. And there's quite a few in the undershed area too. We'll grab all these planks. There's one thing which I think the game doesn't explain well, and I'll show it in a moment, is we need to get some weed stems in a second. And you might see the problem and the confusion I had. So we need weed stems to make these. Now, you're probably thinking, where would we get weed stems? So he spawned inside here, he did. It's annoying. There you go. Sorry about that. So where is he? He's down there somewhere, isn't he? Hello, Mr. Ant. These don't really do much damage. There you go. That's gone. It's a shame you can't eat the ants, isn't it? Tate says he's going to dismantle his 2 extra bases, which are in bad areas, and will consolidate at the can. He didn't want to get caught in the open while exploring, but the areas are so bad. I added the so bit. It's just I've went through all the same mistakes that you've done yourself, and it's painful. Like, it really is. There's no getting around that. I know what it's like. Oh, aphid. Let's go kill that. Oh, that's so close. 3rd time. Okay. This is why we want a bow. Let's go get a bow in a moment. I want to finish the base and get a bow. Yeah, there's spiders in here. We're going to leave this. Yeah, there's spiders down there. We don't want to annoy them. We'll just eat that snack. I don't think we have any mutations yet. No, we don't. Not a single thing unlocked yet. Yeah, so as I was saying with the weed stem, you would think that to get the weed stem, you have to chop these, which is a tier 2 thing. You're like, I don't have a tier 2 axe. And it took me absolutely ages to realise this, longer than I'd like to admit. But you can actually get weed stems from dandelions. So these will drop weeds, which I did not realise for a lot longer than I probably... It took a lot longer than it should have, really. And so I was like trying to think, like, how do I get a tier 2 axe in order to get this stuff? And the answer was, you don't. Tatewaki says he's got the grass mutation. And I know that's such a like pedantic thing there, but that we can walk up here now nicely. How nice is that? Walk into our base. You can even add a door. You find the door's a bit finicky though, because it's got the cam bit there which it doesn't like. So we have a staircase and we have a floor above. So when you actually look at how much space you can get in this can, it's actually ridiculous. Because you can also make, and I did it in my other one, you can get another staircase there, have a third floor. So yeah, like there's so much space, it's actually quite silly. We just need to make some rope. 5, 6. We've got our staircase up here. So yeah, you can see like this, when you actually start to build it out, this is actually a really cool spot. Here as well, you can drink the juice when it spawns, and the juice does clip through the plank, so you can even see it. So let's move in what we have now. So we actually have like somewhere we can call home. If you go the stair route, by the way, the ants can walk up it, but I prefer it. And you can just put a wall around it, which I will anyway.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
So there we go. We've got a little like proper little base going now. Let's sort my inventory. Okay, and then I would like to get some spinning wheels up. These are really good. You need clay for them, but they let you turn one fibre into rope, so it's much more efficient to get the crude rope, which really helps with armour and stuff and tools later on. So really, really good. But we probably could, in all honesty, go out and do the hedge lab. I think we will get a bow first though, because it's good to have. So we've got the fuzz. We just need more rope. And I think Tate asked the other day about the grinder. So you need flower petals for the grinder. Down here, and again, which is why I really like this spot. Where did the aphid go? I'm going to take that off, not there. That can disappear from there. There you go. Sorry. You can also get flower petals from down here. So these petals on the floor. Which... There's a spider. We're going to take the spider on. Oh, damn it. I'm just mindful it has this like... Hello, Mr. Spider. So you generally don't want these little ones to hit you, because they will poison you. So you see that having that shield is such a lifesaver. Okay, so that spider's dead. Tate saying all of his pallets will make sure his materials does not go to waste.
Tablets needed.
So here are the petals. So as I said, like this place just has an abundance of everything you need. Spikes for thorns for arrows, petals for like higher, like mid-tier stuff. You got an abundance of food down here with the aphid spawning. You also have the tadpoles in the water for more food. You got the juice nearby. You're right by Burgle to do quests. Like, it is such a good place to build. Yeah, we managed to get some out of it. Sweet. The more aphids over there. Oh, what a shot! Oh, that is such a good shot. Oh, again! Yeah, so we've got 3 aphid meat. So that's plenty of food for a little while. So as I said, this place has everything you want. Food, resources, it's safe. It's central in the map, so you can get around stuff quickly, get what you need. Oh, there's our soda drink. See, there goes our food. So I'm gonna wait for that to cook. Or what you can do, if you get like ants, if you do something like this and the ants keep stealing your stuff, just chuck it on the floor above, and they don't really pathfind up there properly. I'm just gonna wait for it to cook because it cooks really quick. But yeah, so we are in the can, and you can't normally build in here, but you have to make these foundations, which I showed earlier in the video. And this lets you build a base in here, which is really cool. Nab all of this. Nab all of that.
Chewy, but not bad.
And then we'll go and get a bit more grass to finish our base, and then I think we're good to go.
I spy. Got one.
And what I will do with this world is create like a world download, which I'll put in my Discord. So yeah, if you want to join the Discord, there is the details like in the description of this video, and there I'll post like tips and stuff, but also the link to this file if you want to nab it at the end of the video. Where's my pallet? So I am going a bit overboard for my first base, I'm not going to lie. But I enjoy the building. I think the building's quite a good part of the game. Like, you can do a lot of the game without doing it, in all honesty. We will go on a hunt to get some clay in a moment. We do need more red ant parts for the spinning wheels that I want to get. I take to see loves craft and said this is up his alley. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think the game has a lot to offer, a lot more than people realise. So look at this. So this is our little can base. You just take the sudden death of all spiders. Yeah, they can be a bit tricky. So I want one of these. I would suggest making one grinder, because this lets you turn grass planks into fibre, which is really efficient, and you can then use the fibre in a spinning wheel to then get rope. You can also like alternate these, so they can like be really close to each other. I'm gonna go with 4 because I don't really need much more than 4. That's 20 rope per time. So we need 16 clay and some rope. So we're gonna get all of that stuff. And whilst I'm going to quickly repair my axe. So I need to find one of those stone to repair it. So we're going to go grab some clay quickly. We're going to pop down here. Sorry about the cough. Another grub, kill those. Always useful to kill. Yeah, I think the wolf spiders are pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. Especially when you're new. Once you kind of get used to them, they're not too bad. So just keep an eye out now for the ladybugs, the larvae that we saw earlier, that were not happy with us. But look, here we're by the water, and there's like just clay everywhere. There's more clay over here. Oh, that's a bombardier beetle. They are pretty horrible to fight, especially at this level. Without a ranged weapon, we will probably die against that. And I'm very close to it, and I'm probably risk pushing it a bit too much, but I want more clay. Look at all these gnats. And all this clay, look how much clay there is. Like, so much of it. So we're just getting the clay for the spinning wheels, and that way we got kind of a good base for kind of just getting supplies, gearing ourselves up and stuff easily. So we have plenty of clay, and we did need some more wheat stems, so we're going to look for a dandelion on the way back to try and just carry some of that. There's one here. Don't know if you saw that bombardier beetle. Just went past that rock. That's 4, so there'll be 1 more that's up there. Yeah, so we're going to take this back to our base. And we're going to leave that bombardier beetle alone. They are not particularly friendly. But yeah, we're getting there. We are definitely getting there with the base. The base is really secure. We have a good amount of like water because we can just go to the water cooler, I think it's called, and we can fill the canteen up there. So we've got access to like unlimited water now. We can also get loads of food from the river, or from the like pond, sorry, and also from the aphids that just run across it. You've got weevils up here, you've got acorns that you can eat as well. So like it has everything you want, this space. Take us, where is the grinder to make stuff? The grinder's in the building stuff. It's in like the middle part's kind of usable items. And it's there. If you haven't unlocked it, you probably need to research the acorn stuff. So like research acorn shells and acorn tops, and it should give you it. Be one of those. So we just need more rope. So we're going to make 4 rope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Craft one of these, and then tell this now to make 5 rope. We need some acorn shells now. And this way we've now got to a point where we can get resources quite quickly.
Better than starving, I think.
And we also have ways to kind of like be more efficient with our resource generation. So use the spinning wheel. Apologies for the cough. Got a chest infection sadly, so it will take a couple of days to go. So you see how long this takes absolutely ages to craft stuff. We need 4 ant parts and some red acorn tops. So let's go kill some ants. And get some more acorns. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with where the base is. And kind of how it's doing. It's got... Hello, Mr. Ant. Yeah, it's kind of got a good amount... Oh, there's another one. Yeah, we need to get a stone to repair this axe. But yeah, I'm quite happy with where the base is. Like, it's got a good amount of stuff in there. We've got a bit of storage, we can craft stuff easily. We're just looking for a pebble. There we go. Let's go repair this axe. Yep, that's repaired. So yeah, I think if you are new to this game, where we got like the base setup and stuff is really, really efficient. Another grub. Take all these as well, thank you very much. To grab all of this as well, so loads of acorn shells. I said you can make acorn armor, which is really good. I just prefer the max stam armor because it gives you more stamina to do stuff, and I find that more useful. It's a big spider. I think we're going to take it on. We are. He's in the way. Okay. So we're going to go fight this spider with level 1 stuff. So yeah. Bad Mr. Spider. So yeah, the spiders are annoying to fight. Yeah, there we go. I think we've almost got this one. Oh, we've unlocked Parry Master, which is really, really useful. We also got an achievement. There we go. Let's kill the spider. So we got our first mutation. So Parry Master, when you perfect block, you get stamina back. Really helpful.
Firefly.
Oh, let's go kill one of these.
Lantern.
Oh, that. I don't have a ranged weapon. That might not have been the best idea, actually, in hindsight. Yeah, we need a bow. He's not my spear. I'm not getting that back, am I? Okay, can we try and bring it down here? Oh, there's a spear. Well, that really hurt, that did. That really hurt. Oh my goodness. Jeez, how much that did? Now, where do my tools go? I need to get the tools now. Okay, so we killed the firefly. Probably should have had a bow for that in hindsight.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
Okay. You might see the UI is changed in the bottom left, so it tells you it's nighttime, and you probably need to get to bed. If you do build where I am, by the way, this spot also spawns gnats at night, so sometimes it's worth staying awake because you can get loads of gnat fuss quite easily. But you also get the wolf spider wakes up, and that comes and yeah, wolf spider's not that good. Rather aggressive. So we are going to pop inside and go and sleep. Because I don't want the wolf spider attacking us. I don't think we have the stuff to kill it. I probably could if I kind of save load, but I think that's a bit cheesy. Sweet, got those, that one done now. That one's gone. So that's now 10 of those. You can also use this to turn grass into fibre, which is really good. Which then means you can then make loads of rope. Tate says, can you die in the lean-to? It's kind of like a respawn point. So if you died, you just respawn there. So if something was chasing you, you'd be killed and you just come back there. If that makes sense. When you're sleeping, you can't be attacked either. So if that's what you mean, then you can't as such. Okay, I want to make some better storage. Let me move that way first. We want to make one of these. This sounds daft. Make one of these. It's called a trail marker. And what you can do with this is if you go into set custom marker, you can put like a symbol. So we want a house and go can base. And then what we can then do is from a distance we will be able to see, look, see, that's because we've got the stairs there. You can go away. You can go away. So we need to move this up top. Because I've got the stairs there, you can come in and eat it. There we go, now you can't.
Better than starving, I think. Nice and clean.
Okay, so we need just some clover leaves and then we're good to go with these. And we'll quickly fill the canteen up whilst it's daytime. So what you can do with the canteen is run up to a dewdrop and just push E and then it'll fill up. should be another one around here somewhere. There's loads of grass. There you go. There's one up here. I think going to the corner is probably easier though to fill this up. Oh, I swear I saw it a minute ago. We've got what? There, we've got this one here now. We'll grab this clover. Yeah, so we've got loads of that. And by having that little marker, we can see our base from a distance, which is really, really helpful. So I really like having that there. Yes, we also got loads of storage now. Grab some sap quickly. So as I said, like this spot here, it just has so many early game resources, you can really progress fast. So we're just getting these sap clumps, which you can make items that pick like farm sap for you automatically, and you just pick it up every now and again. Tate's gone. He's more interested in playing this now than the Elder Scrolls Online. I think this is a great little game. It's different. It's fun. There's a lot of nuance to it. I would say if you are new to the game though, make rub armor because it is really, really helpful early on. Like really, really helpful. You want to figure out the etchy sketch. Oh, with the canteen as well, I forgot to say you can also fill it up from here. So when these fill up with juice, there's a bit of juice in there. You can fill the canteen up with this, which will then give you a bit of hunger too. The etchy sketch, I haven't played with it myself massively. Get some more rope going. You see, by having these, like, it's just so much more efficient. Yeah, clover gives you a thirst reduction, but I find water is really easy to get, and having the extra stamina. So if you look at my stam bar in the bottom left, I'm gonna take the armor off. So you see that's kind of the standard, and when I put it on,
Feeling a little safer now.
you will see that the stamina bar is like probably about a third bigger, which actually is quite noticeable, especially when you're new. So we also have storage now. So I'm going to make some quick filters. So you can give them an icon. I'm going to go with like a plant stuff. That's my plant stuff. This will be like rocks. And this will be creatures. Creatures tier 1. Go a little small one. And this will be creatures tier 2. Yeah. There you go. So by naming your items in the chest, you can go through and sort stuff out quickly. So what I can do is, if I put sprigs in here, I can do hot deposit. On PC it's N, and it will take my items and drop them into the right place. So it will search around for all of it. Now that it's only here, it's put all the sprigs here. So I can like really use this to just deposit items really fast. Yeah, bang, that goes all the thorns. Put the plants in there, bang, that's all the fibre. So if you set this up right, it makes it so much easier just to drop materials off at base. And then this will be over here for my take everything out of that. And I'm going to give this something like my crafted stuff. That's where my rope's going to go. So once you sort out this like things once, it's actually quite easy, because you can just go N and just deposit stuff. So now my inventory is like super neat, and I can just come in here, just push N, and everything will go to its right space, which is really, really helpful. So I can come to here and go grab this rope, and that's all been deposited now. So there's a rope. Rope's gone. So like really, really helpful. There you go. Get some more fibre on the way. So that's why you want one of these, just to get the fibre from the grass. It's really efficient. One grass is 5 fibre, which then that's 5 rope in here. So yeah, we are doing pretty well, I'd say now. We're going to get some stuff researched. So I'm going to take one of these, and it's a bit of a track. I'm going to see if we've got anything else in here to research too. Anything with an exclamation mark that says we can like research it. Okay. So I'm going to nab that. Sorry about that. And we're going to go research this stuff, get some more blueprints, but I think we're pretty much set up with the starter base. We've got storage, we've got somewhere to sleep, we can craft items, we can upgrade items, we can cook food, it's safe, which is really important. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. You might notice as well I had carry this all the way with me, this wheat stem, just so I can research it. But by researching it, you get new building stuff, so it's just quite useful to have. I want to research the spider chunk. This gives you access to spider armor, which is the tier 2, and is really good. And we'll research the red ant's head. So yeah, we're out of charges, but we've got these two to research, and we're pretty much there. So yeah, I'd say grub armor is the way to go. It's just it helps so much early on. You can also get avid slippers to go with it, and that gives you a bit more movement speed, which I might get in a moment because I feel a bit slow. I'm not gonna lie. These will just keep going whilst we're doing stuff. Let's make our bow. So we've got a bow, let's make some arrows. Okay, we've got 50 arrows, that's like a silly amount, but that's plenty. That spear can just go in here. Push N, deposit all that stuff. If you take the things out, they won't deposit it, so just make sure you leave one in there. So if you do something like this, just leave one in there, you can still hot deposit it. So yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go. Let's see if we can get some... we're going to go get some food and then go and do the thing. We'll craft 5 of these because they're good to carry. We don't need that many arrows. We'll keep 2 stacks though, because the arrows are useful to carry.
A little chewy, but not bad.
And then we're going to go and...
No water filtration tablets
I
needed.
think we're going to go and kill some aphids for food. Oh, that's a terrible shot. You also get the arrows back as well when you shoot them. My wife's just asked if I can let the cat in this room, which I will in a second. So one moment. Sorry about that. I just went to let the cat in, and the cat decided not to come in. So, yeah. So we're looking for aphids to kill quick. We just get a ton of food and then make a... What's the day? It's... Yeah, we should probably get to the hedge lab. Fine. So we're just looking for things to kill to eat. Because you want to take kind of a lot of food with you. Oh, that was awful. Oh, my cat's now coming. There's my other arrow. So we are just looking for the aphid. I feel like it's got away. There, okay, we've got the aphid. I reckon we could take out that bombardier beetle from earlier. And that will help us get the tier 2 stuff. I'm just going to sort my cat out 1 sec. Hello. So I've just fed the cats because we give them a bit of food just before bed. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, having a ranged weapon is really nice. Like, really, really nice. So we're going to go around here. Because there's a bug that I want to kill to get tier 2 stuff. There he is. So this will shoot stuff at you. And it does hurt when it does shoot you. Ooh, that's close. Oh, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts.
Yum.
There he is. So you can see that they're not particularly friendly. But having a bow like really, really helps make this easier. Imagine fighting this in melee. Okay, we got rid of it. Sweet. So the bombardier beetles is what you need for tier 2 weapons and tools. So getting access to that is very useful early on. But you still need to find food, things to kill and eat.
Mark that one off the list.
There's a stink bug, we want to leave that alone because that's not friendly. That will kill me. If it gets into melee, I will die very quick. But yeah, the bow and arrow is just such a quality of life improvement. As you can see, like I can take things out of range so much easier. And you could use this to choose a wolf spider, like you definitely can do that. It's not necessarily the most fun way of playing the game. Oh, spider. Oh, greedy there. I'm so used to the Black Widow attack pattern. And there's two of them though. Yeah, we are going to tactically retreat. Oh. Yeah, this is not looking good for us. Oh my god, my health is very, very low. Find an aphid to kill though. Yeah, we're gonna get some more food. That was very close. Oh, that's a bad shot. So was that. We'll grab some more arrows as well. But yeah, that was not great. So you can see the woes of like tier 1 armor, like you're super squishy. And I would say like it is better to go back and retreat than to try and fight and die. Losing materials and stuff is annoying. We're going to put some more food on. So we've got a good amount of food for our expedition. And we're going to go to the Haze Lab, I think. Sorry, the hedge lab. Let's repair this. Oh, we want to cook that really, don't we? Do all of that, and we'll cook those. And then, yeah, we should be good to go to the hedge lab. So you'll see, we'll save the game as well, because we haven't saved it in a little while. This is day 6. So we have a base, we haven't died yet. We've got a good food source. We also have a good water source. We've got the canteen, we've got armor. So I think we are pretty much ready to go and do some harder stuff and actually progress with the story. So we'll take this, it will give us 4 pieces of food. There we go. Now we are going to pop down here. We're going to kill one of these just for that shield repair, so we can repair our shield as well. So I think we're pretty good to go for this next part. Good amount of food, got some water with us which we can fill up on the way. So yeah, onwards we go. Loads of gnats up here. You might also notice I'm using the peep thing, so I can actually like tag creatures. You get the cards you do for doing that, and it tells you like what their resistant to and weak to, so it's quite useful. So we're looking for the hedge lab, which is up here. One thing we would like to get, which would be very helpful, is a dandelion tuff. So we wanted one of these. Because it's like a mini parachute. And yeah, for this lab, you definitely want one of these. There's the dandelion that we're after. We've got a fluffy one. What's the odds of that? The fluffy one's like a really good one. I don't even have one of those on my proper world. That's insane. So yeah, we're going to pop here. I would suggest, if you can, when you do this, grab some sprigs and some clovers. So that way you can make a little lean-to and a respawn point. You can find out most materials near here anyway. Need one more sprig. I think we're good to go. Let's make a lean-to. So yeah, off we go. Into the next part of the game.
I wonder if I could keep that aphid as a pet.
So up we go. We're at the field station.
The Kinder Science lab modules have not held up as well as anticipated. I thought hiding these lab units in the hedge would provide a bit of protection from my rampaging children. But it appears not even the sanctuary of these leaves can protect my work from an errant flingman disc. The subsequent breaches in the lab structures have invited all manner of arachnid invaders to wander in. My plan is to recalibrate the tasty bots for defensive action. A stopgap solution, to be sure, but I've no time for repairs, not when I'm so close to unlocking them.
Okay, so have you got to hear that? So that's Dr. Wendell Tully speaking.
Where there's one spiderling, there's bound to be more of them.
But when you kill these spiders, you want to harvest them, their corpses, the silk they drop. We've got a new mutation. We've got a chopper finally. This just means we reduce the target's resistances and stuff. And if we max it, we get stamina back when we run out, which is really useful. So there's a zip line up here. And we've got to pop into that room there on the left. To get rid of that spider. So if you missed this one, you do need to go in here.
New one for the bestiary.
So we want to kill these things. They give signs, which is quite useful.
Verbal transcription unit 87.10.25. Order number 73.
I find it a wonder that the Burgle Mark IVs never caught on. I believe them to be far superior to the Mark IIIs. Those never lived up to my expectations.
How's that?
They can only calculate post-cooking burger weights to the nearest tenth of a pound. And they only had enough memory for one seasoning module, salt or pepper. All solved with you Mark IVs, not to mention your most excellent mustaches.
Thank you. I will never forget this moment.
Okay, so where we got to is the hedge part. And you want to get in here because you can turn on the resource scanner, which is really helpful.
Scabby. Surveyor connection established.
There we go.
Use survey stations to scan for analyzed materials. Visit additional stations to expand the survey network.
So what we can now do, as it says, is we can go to the resource scanner in the survey stations and we can scan for stuff. So this is really helpful. But we are going to progress whilst we're up this way to the dungeon. Get rid of that berry. So we're going to pop in there, we are. You can attack these for bug parts and also for more spider webs. I would say when you're new to the game, it's probably not worth it, in all honesty. More science. Another chest of food and some more upgrade materials. A new scabby. More food and another chip.
For so long, I have felt taunted by the spiders of the yard. Climbing, crawling, skittering with the greatest of ease. Oh, and how they delight in violating my workspace. I can't take a single step without getting stuck in their confounded webbing. I'm wasting daylight, running, climbing, surviving. Traversing this broken lab, the entire yard for that matter, has become untenable. But perhaps my spider friends hold the key to my problems.
Or a day at the park. Doesn't matter the time, because it glows in the dark. You can leave your toys home, except for just one.
Okay, so we're going to pop up here.
Because you can't leave your wingman.
This is a boss area, but we can't spawn it anyway, so I wouldn't worry. That's where you can fight a boss. Oh, that's terrible, that shot. Let's try just underneath it. So killing the first part of the hedge. So we're going to continue to progress until we get to the actual dungeon. And this is why I said to bring lots of like food and supplies. And I would really recommend letting your like heal over time items like the bandage and stuff really do its effect, so you can save on food. Yeah, sometimes things get stuck in this game, that's a bit unfortunate.
Today, Trudy asked, or rather insisted, I take a break from my work for a family day. I'll admit, the argument that preceded my reluctant agreement was one for the ages. She just doesn't understand how important the work is. But in the end, all was not lost. As fate would have it, our little trip to Storm and Beach's Wave Park has given me fresh inspiration. A particular attraction sported a zip line over an undulating pool filled with sun-baked tubers, basking in the light of the cruel sun.
I'm just saving it so we don't, if we fall we don't like have to walk all the way back up.
But I digress. It was the zip line that captured my imagination. Such an elegant solution to my problems in the hedge. When we got home, it was straight back to work. After another argument, of course.
Okay, so we're gonna zip line down and get into here. So we are in the hedge lab now. So the password.
Early test runs on the zipline system have produced mixed results. Prices on steel cable are ridiculous, so I've been forced to proceed with my original idea, spider thread. I'm using web samples from my unwanted guests, a few clever alterations, of course. Things were going well until Sarah threw yet another toy into the hedge. I swear that the lost city of Atlantis might be found beneath the roots of this blasted bush. I told them both, no baseballs, no flingman discs, no more throwing. I'll need to find a way to strengthen the zip lines, and I've forbidden the children from playing in the yard, temporarily, of course. Dinner will be, I would say, awkward, I suspect.
Okay, so we're in the obviously hedge lab section now. So we have to go and clear the lab basically. Now there are a few ways into this lab. We're out of stamina. This hits us with a poison it has, which is really annoying. This is why I said bring lots of food. This says all weavers are aware of your presence. So what that means is that they know that I'm killing basically the babies and stuff, and they will try to attack my base if I keep doing it. But you kind of have to, so you will get attacked. As you can see, I'm letting the regen just like do its job. Whereas when you're new to the game, it's quite easy to overeat. And when you don't have much food on you, you don't want to do that.
together into one ingenious solution. After trying countless materials, I finally found something to fix my zipline problem. While the bonding formulas were complex to say the least, I've successfully fused the web ropes with raw science. Once again, it proves to be the key. The new ropes are miraculously soft, but have the tensile strength of forged steel. I've dubbed my new creation Zippy Fiber. Just think of the practical applications. Oh, only something without gums would suggest that. This is the kind of trifle that makes it costly between trips to the period office.
But ideally, you want to be using the hammer against these, but a hammer's attack a bit too slow to get the full combo off. We're just gonna use our bow just to weaken them. So they're very tanky, aren't they? Lots and lots of just resistance. So we're just pushing through and clearing the rest of this. We're trying to find the password to open the door, basically. Grab that berry chunks, which is really useful. So we're just popping up the top section. You can see that this is like a real maze. But it's quite nice that when you come into these areas, they do have like materials. Always take the quartzite and the marble. It's quite useful. I nabbed the silk rope too, because that's a useful thing to get. All this other stuff we can get like at our base, so you don't really need to take it.
I'm flying!
And zipline over here. Okay, so we made it onto here with the pop in. Okay, so my shield has broke. And so we repaired our shield mid-fight. And that's all the spider dead now. These are the resource scanners that we can now use. So we can click on that clay and it will scan and shows where all the clay is, which is such a useful thing to get. And you can do it for all sorts of stuff, so anything that you've analysed you can find. We just open this door up from this end. We can analyse some of the new stuff that we've got. Getting this silt is really good because you get the dew collector and the new tools and weapons, which is really, really helpful. And then the berry chunks we can use to then get berry leather, which we can then use to get more stuff. And we're still trying to get the password. So we haven't got all of it yet, so there's still more that we have to go and clear to get the rest of it. And then we've almost got the chip and we've almost done the started dungeon. And then this will give us the kind of main quest where we can find other stuff. So we came through here already. And we went this way. So we're going to pop down here now. We didn't go down there. This is stuck. But this one is open. So we're going to go all the way down and this one's open, so we can get to the bottom now safely. So we're going to pop in there because I think that's where the rest of it is. So we've got another part of the password. Then we can get back into there. There's also a gold milk molar up there which we can get later on, but we don't have the tools yet. But I really think how they built these areas is really cool and really impressive. So we've got one more section to go. And I'd say this is one of the bigger ones in my opinion. The black ant's very big, but this is very large, this one. Well, I should have gone down there. We'll see if we can find a way to drop down. There. So we need one more piece. And then we have to use that zip line there. So this is a bit of a maze, this place. Shoot the berry before you'd go, or you will fall off. The orb weavers are annoyed by us now because we've killed a lot of them. Which means if we carry on, they will attack our base. Which is inevitable, that will happen. We're going to have to pop all the way back up, put in the password, and then we've done this area. You also might notice it's night time as well, so we probably will sleep around here very soon. So we've got the first chip.
A super chip. I wonder how we'll get Burgle's memories off of this. I wonder if I have to blow on it. It usually solves the problem. That or flipping the console upside down. Oh, or maybe there's some little extraneous plastic tabs I need to snip off.
So we got this super chip. We'll put that there, and then we're going to sleep. And that's why I said to carry some stuff with you so you can sleep. So on the way home it's safe. There we go. Now we're going to pop up here. Our aphid very spoiled. We still have food though. Because we have our parachute, so we can actually parachute back down, which will make it much, much easier. Ideally, if we've done all the bits right, there should be a door down here that we can open to. Yeah, so because we've cleared it, this opens down here. So now we can get up to that area much, much easier. So we'll pop back to our base now. So we've kind of got all the bits we can from this section. And the next thing really is to give the chip back to Burgle and then to go and focus on getting more chips and upgrades, and like tier 2 weapons would be the next thing. So we're just taking the scenic route home.
No water filtration tablets needed.
There's 2 bombardier beetles down there, which are not very nice, but we do need to kill them later on. There's some orb weavers here, so we're just going to run.
Help! I'm stuck!
And we're going to jump in the water, knowing that the spiders can't get us here. And the water's pretty safe actually, a lot safer than I first realised. But we can use that bit just to get a bit of respite. So we're going to pop into the place to speak to Burgle. He's going to tell us some more stuff about the story. And then we get some more recipes as well, which is good.
Hello there! Active, how can I help you today? Huh, you made it back in, and Silver, and we can see what data. Processing. This is the Hedge Super. I am now. What is it you are wanting to? There are 4 labs throughout the, and you have already made. I will mark the. Please find them. Oh, before you leave, check out.
Okay, so to summarize, we got this chip. There are 4 labs around the map, and there's other chips inside them. Some of them are super chips, some of them are just like misc chips that give you bonuses or like new recipes. So the yellow ones are like story driven ones, and the silver ones are ones that you need to kind of just get more stuff, more items and so on. This is a really good one here. So what we're going to do is we are going to pop back to our base. We can have a look in the shop as well to get some new things. So we can get zip lines, we can get the Daredevil mutation. I would recommend getting Meat Shield. It's more health. You can get the Holiday Tree, which gives you items, which is really good. It only works in December though, so just do factor that in. And once it's gone out the shop, you can't get it. So get it if you can. Daredevil stops you taking as much fall damage by like 50%, so it's really good, but will not be too useful. Zip lines are really helpful. Cooking lets you make meals, which give you like well-fed buffs and stuff. But yeah, I'd keep that, and I'd keep the science because you need it for other stuff later on. At this stage, I would say drop Chopper and go for Meat Shield. This will give you more health. This will help you stay alive a lot longer. So yeah, we haven't died yet in this playthrough. There's our soda that spawns in our base, which is nice. Push N, and all of our stuff will get deposited that can be. Lots of these meals can't be, sadly. With the berry, you want to go to the berries and craft into berry leather. With the berry leather, you can then research it, and that will give you some new items which are really helpful. So I'd really recommend doing that. You want to research that one and that one. So we're going to take this to be researched quickly. And we should be able to get tier 2 tools very soon, which they are a big improvement. More damage, swings faster, lasts longer, it's just better in everything. So if you research the berry leather, you get the insect hammer, which is a tier 2 hammer. So that's really useful. Bombardier parts give you the jerky rack, which lets you make berry leather with 1 berry rather than 3, so it's really useful again. And the boiling gland, that comes from the bombardier beetles too. That lets you make the mounts for it. So yeah, we're almost back at the base. We're going to see what the tier 2 insect axe needs. We can also make daggers if we kill some spiders. This needs berry leather, this one just needs bombardier parts and a ladybug head. So this we could get quite quick. So I think we're going to try and get that and then probably call it there, because it is very late where I am. $30 hours, there should be a stink bug near here. We want to keep away from this. If that gets near us, that will kill us really quick. So that like gas cloud is just death. Get away from that. Down here, eat one of those. Where did it go? There it is. My stamina pack. You so see these things aren't. And one more shot and is dead. Tate says giving him lots of ideas tonight, which is good. Like these are things I've just picked up from playing the game and making the mistakes myself. Those are stink bug parts. But we're actually after the bombardier beetles, so that's where we're going to go next. Probably need some more arrows as well. So let's get some arrows and restock. Because the hammer we need four. We've got 2. We need 3, and we've got one of those. How do we do for arrows? None in there. There you go. Got another 50 arrows. No, but I'm glad I've given you ideas, Tate. Kind of things that you can do just to help. And I hope you saw that shield is really helpful. Like, it's such a quality of life improvement. We could build one of these as well, a dew collector. This lets you collect like raindrops and stuff. Or sorry, dew in the morning. So it just gives you basically like a water source that you can put in your base. It's really good. I found if you're a solo player, 2 is perfect. Any more kind of a bit overkill in all honesty.
Don't even need to boil it.
And then we need to then try and get an insect bow, which is a really good upgrade. So I've got a few of these that we killed. You might have also heard a mosquito.
I wonder if it's my turn next on the side of the square.
So by doing the hedge lab, you release these into the world, which the game doesn't tell you about. Well, that was a big hit.
Just close your eyes. That's a foot pounder.
These are quite annoying. Yeah, I don't like the mosquitoes. So it's really like a battle of like being patient. Silly thing. Oh, there's another one. Things that they're quite easy to kill, but they move so quick. I thought it was move across a bit more. Yeah, that's that one dead now. Oh! Having two of them fight you at once is really annoying. Like, really annoying. We only came here to kill bombardier beetles. Got like everything trying to kill us. Mosquitoes. There's another one over there.
New one for the bestiary.
And you can cheese things. It's like that won't be able to hit me, but I'll be able to hit it. Which I don't really like doing. I don't mind if there's a chance to like hit me, that's okay. But at least it feels like you're somewhat doing. Oh, that hurts. They can shoot quite far, as you can see. Okay, that's one dead. We'll find the other one now. Oh, that was a big hit there. I'm out of arrows. I don't have anything that will heal me quickly, do I? Nope. Yeah, so we got rid of that one. We got rid of that one. Get all our arrows back, thank you. There's a spider over there. So see, that was quite close. That was. I hear another mosquito, which I don't want to fight. Like, we are low on supplies. And we'll take a shortcut over this way. And hopefully avoid the spiders down below. Looks like we've managed to do that. So we've managed to get to the point where we have stayed alive. And we can get our tier 2 axe, which is a big improvement. And we can use it then to kill a wolf spider. That's the plan. So we're back at our base. If you have just joined, we have a cam base, and this is really cool because you can't normally build in here unless you do this foundation trick. So you put some foundations here, you then build the base off the foundations, and you end up with this like really cool base with multiple layers that you can add. It's really cool. So we've got that cooking. Insect bow, we need to kill a spider, but we can get one of these if we kill a ladybird, which is easy. So we have enough of this now, which is awesome. We can also probably make one of these, a jerky rack, which is a good investment as well. So we're going to go kill a ladybird quick. Let's find a ladybird. Oh, that literally jumped over my shot. So we're looking for a ladybird, aren't we? Anyway, let's focus on that. There's sometimes a ladybird down here, so I'm just having a little look for it. There it is. Oh, that was a bit too high, that shot. Oh, it's just healed itself. You have to like time it just right. That's all. That is a terrible time to be attacked by a spider. Like, honestly, that is such an awful time to get attacked by the spider. We're fighting the ladybug. Okay, let's go get our food and we'll go and go back and kill it. But yeah, we literally just had to cut and run there. So our food should be up here. Yeah, it's nice and cooked up here safely. Away from those pesky ants. We can put all the meals that we're not going to actually use in here. There, let's go kill that ant. That ladybug, sorry. Yeah, just before that spider like rudely interrupted. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. We got the spider, so now we can focus on the ladybug. Oh. As mindful, it's going to that wolf spider at the back. So we need to be careful of it going too far away from us. They're really tanky, these things. Okay. We didn't get a ladybug head from that. That's disappointing. Yeah, we want to get tier 2 weapons before we do a spider. A wolf spider, that is. But yeah, I think we are going to put one. I'm going to probably have to call it there. We've been able to, though, tonight, start the base, start the fresh world, do the main story, get the hedge lab done, get ourselves in a position to almost make tier 2 stuff, so that's really good. Analyze loads of stuff as well, which is good. So I think we've made pretty good progress. I'm just going to, before I save, I would always say before you go to sleep in the game is put the spinning wheels on, because they take ages, and this just lets you basically maximise this, because you can get these to spin and then do it again in the morning. But yeah, we have we've got a fair bit done tonight. We have. Tate said he's been inspired. If you do get any questions about the game, though, after the stream, you're welcome to jump into my Discord and message there, or you can jump into the comments down below and just message there as well, and I'll do my best to reply. I'm going to do a quick save in the game so we don't lose it, and I will skip this cutscene so it won't give any spoilers for people, because I don't want to spoil the game. But there is a cutscene once you get the first chip.
No, a vision. And I remember every bit of it.
So yeah, we're going to save our progress. We have spent today 8 in-game days, and in that time we have been able to spawn, do the first part, find Burgle,
Changes everything.
build a base,
Maybe Burgle
do the
will
hedge
understand
lab
what's going on.
fully, get all the stuff there, return over, get most of the stuff for tier 2 bits. So this is almost done. We've nearly got all of this stuff as well. We nearly have this too, which we'll get that. And then we can then work on the armor, which is going to be really good. Ladybug is very, very strong. So yeah, I definitely have some plans going forward. If you want to see more from this sort of series and stuff, let me know in the comments below. But I want to catch you in the next video. So I say a massive thanks to everyone that has tuned in and that has supported with likes, comments, sharing, and a big thanks to everyone that has supported on Patreon or just donated, especially Tate. It was really, really appreciated. But as always, I'll catch you next video or stream. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and bye.